God says, "Congratulations, your miracle has arrived." What you've been longing for, weeping over, praying in silence for, it is no longer held back. It stands now at the threshold of your life. Your angel is fighting fiercely, to ensure this time you do not miss it. You've overlooked countless signs, bypassed warning after warning, and doubted yourself time and again. But today, heaven will not allow you to walk away unaware. You must open this gift now, because if not, what was intended for you may pass into another's hands. This isn't meant to frighten you, it's a divine alarm clock, sounding at the appointed hour. The angel beside you has been weeping in quiet urgency, holding your blessing tightly, pleading with me that you hear this, before it's too late. This is the final divine reminder, sent to awaken your spirit. Your miracle isn't on the way, it's here. I, the Lord your God, never turn my eyes from you. You've borne so much pain in stillness, thinking I didn't notice. But I did. I saw the way you stared into the dark, whispering prayers into the night, unsure if I'd respond. And even in my silence, I was never absent, I was there, watching as you struggled to find belief again. I saw when you said with a weary heart, "God, I don't know what's going on, but please don't let go of me." And I didn't, not once. Even in your surrender, even when faith flickered out, I held on to you. You are not reading this randomly, there is urgency in this message. Your angel moved across dimensions, shifted divine timing, just to place this before you now. The hour has come, your name has been whispered in sacred circles, your heart lifted in prayers, by people you've never met. There are souls you've never seen, who've been moved to speak blessings over you, because your spirit carries a rare purpose. You feel ordinary, but in heaven's eyes, you are far from it. You were chosen to shatter patterns, to restore what was lost in generations past. You are the healing balm, your bloodline never asked for, yet desperately needed. That's why you've been under fire, not because you're weak, but because your strength is threatening to the darkness. The enemy has worked through delay, confusion, betrayal. And yes, some of those closest to you had to fail you, not to destroy you, but to free you. Had they stayed, they would have blocked what's now being released into your life. I removed what was in your way, to make space for what is sacred. Your angel pleaded with me to move faster this time, they saw the toll the waiting took on your soul. They saw the way hope began to dim, how you started to think, perhaps nothing good was coming. But now, heaven moves swiftly. This miracle won't stall for your doubts to catch up, it won't pause while you rebuild confidence. It is entering your life now, whether you feel ready or not, because it is appointed. This miracle is not like the others. It will break every generational curse that held your family hostage. It will wipe away your guilt, silence every hidden curse spoken against you, and fill your life with visible overflowing grace. This miracle will come with evidence so clear, you'll know without question it was sent by me. And when it comes, you will see your value with new eyes. This isn't a cry for your attention, this is heaven rushing to meet your soul, before this moment slips away. You are being given something, that can only be claimed now. That's why your angel is pressing this into your hands, they understand what could be lost, if you turn away. You've cried out, "God, do you still hear me?" this is the answer. You've whispered, just give me a sign, and this is that sign. You've said, Lord, tell me what to do, and here it is, open your heart, and receive what is already within reach. The miracle isn't around the corner, it's not next month, it has already arrived, hidden in plain sight, wrapped in divine disguise. At first, you might not recognize it. But when you look back, you'll remember the moment you paused here, the moment something stirred inside you, the moment everything shifted without explanation. That's when your miracle walked in. Know this, miracles don't always announce themselves with fireworks. Sometimes they enter quietly, through a goodbye that hurts, a door that closes sharply, a silence that leaves you breathless. But what's meant for you, will no longer remain hidden. It waits openly now, reaching for the faith inside you. And if you say, God, I receive it, something will break loose in your life. You've been hesitant, scared to hope again, afraid that hope might lead to more heartbreak. But heartbreak is not your destiny, restoration is, celebration is, abundance is. You were never created to live with the fear of what you might lose next. You were created to carry a testimony that revives the faith of others. Your angel is whispering now, please don't turn away from this. Don't scroll past, don't let it slip away, like the others. This moment is different, this one carries heaven's seal. You've missed too many divine messages. Last time the opportunity knocked, and you ignored it. Before that, you hesitated, and watched it pass. But now you won't miss it. God has declared, no more delay, my child is ready. Even if you don't feel ready, heaven knows you are. You've been tested in the fire, and refined like gold. And now comes your reward, the miracle no one believed would ever reach you. This isn't a fleeting blessing, this is the kind of breakthrough that shifts bloodlines, that turns dry places into wells of life, that writes your name into the book of divine wonders. Even those who once doubted you, will stand back in awe. And that strange sensation you've been feeling, that unease, that emotional pull, it's not confusion, it's alignment. The atmosphere around you is rearranging itself, preparing you to receive what was always yours. Are being exposed and removed. The masks are falling, the false support is dissolving. Only what is genuine, pure, and aligned with your purpose will remain. You are being repositioned in the Spirit. Heaven is not just answering your prayer, it is realigning your life. The people who truly see you, who celebrate you without condition, who hold your name with honor, in rooms you'll never step into, those are the ones I am sending, to walk beside you in this next season. Everything is shifting. The battles you fought in secret are coming to an end. The spiritual tension, the inner weight, the silent crying you couldn't explain, all of it was birth pangs, for what's being born in your life. You've been standing in the fire, not to be consumed, but to be refined. You've been pushed to the edge, not to fall, but to rise. The pain wasn't punishment, it was preparation. The delay wasn't denial, it was protection, and now heaven is declaring, your set time has come. You are not late, you are not behind, you are right on time, for the miracle appointed to your name. Archangel Michael says, the war in the heavens concerning you has shifted. Victory has been declared, in your favor. The resistance was proof of the weight of your calling, the pressure was evidence of the magnitude of your impact. And now, the chains are breaking. You've been fighting battles that weren't even yours to carry, but because of your obedience, the blessings you didn't even ask for are being released. Some of you will witness doors open in places you didn't even knock. Favor will find you in territories you never imagined reaching. People will bless you who have no reason to, except that I have moved their hearts. You will wake up to divine reversals, where you were once the one lacking, now you will become the one providing. Where you were once silent, now your voice will carry weight. Where you were once overlooked, now your presence will shift rooms. Your angel has not rested, not even for a moment. They've stood guard, through every breakdown, every heartbreak, every disappointment. They've whispered truth to you, while you slept, placed dreams in your spirit, that you thought were lost, and even now, they are circling you, with the energy of breakthrough. You are being wrapped in protection, so strong, that nothing sent to harm you can remain. What the enemy meant for evil, is turning now. It's being flipped into glory. Every accusation, every betrayal, every closed door, they are all being rewritten, into a testimony that only I could offer. And when people ask, how it happened, how you made it through, how things shifted so fast, your only answer will be, God stepped in. This is the moment you stop apologizing for being chosen. This is when you let go of shrinking yourself, to fit into spaces that no longer hold your growth. This is where you embrace the light you carry, the strength that has always lived inside you. You no longer need to explain why you feel different, why things never worked the way they did for others. You weren't made to blend in, you were made to break through. The heaviness you've been feeling lately, that low hum of tension beneath your smile, is not weakness, it's spiritual stretching. Your soul knows, something is changing. That discomfort is the womb of a new life. You're being expanded, so you can carry more. And I am increasing your capacity, not just to receive, but to sustain. Because what I'm giving you, isn't temporary, it's generational, it will not be a brief blessing, it will be a legacy. This is why you couldn't quit, this is why even when everything screamed at you to give up, something deep inside you kept whispering, hold on. That wasn't just your voice, that was your angel, that was me, that was your future calling back to you, saying, keep going, I'm worth it. And now, here you are, on the edge of the manifestation. The signs are everywhere, you feel them in the air, in the timing, in the way people are being removed, or reintroduced into your life. You see it in the synchronicities, the sudden urges to move, to pray, to rest. That's divine strategy unfolding, that's heaven guiding your steps, without needing your permission. All you need to do is say yes. Say yes to believing again, say yes to letting go of what's already expired. Say yes to stepping into the unknown, with a heart full of trust. Because where I'm taking you, logic cannot lead you, only faith can. And this faith will not let you down, it's the kind of faith that moves the very earth beneath your feet, the kind that calls forth miracles, before the situation even makes sense. The breakthrough is not coming, it's already in motion. Even now, while you're reading this, alignments are happening. Conversations are shifting, resources are being moved, people are feeling a pull, to reach out to you, to support you, to partner with you. They don't even fully understand why, they just know, you carry something rare, something that changes the atmosphere. And that something is about to be recognized, not in a loud boastful way, but in a quiet powerful unveiling. The kind that no one can deny, the kind that even those who opposed you will have to acknowledge. Because when I bless in full view, and no one can reverse what I've spoken. So lift your head, let go of the questions, the fears, the timelines. Stop asking when, and start preparing for now. Because the miracle doesn't operate on human clocks, it flows in divine rhythm. And right now, heaven is in harmony with your name. Take this moment seriously, don't minimize it, don't brush it off, like just another word. This is not just encouragement, it's a holy summons. It's your confirmation, that everything you've endured had a purpose. That everything they tried to take from you, is being restored with interest. That every tear you shed, became water for the soil, that is now bearing fruit. And this fruit will not spoil, it will nourish others, it will make you a source of strength for many. You are stepping into your season of becoming. Not because you forced it, but because it's finally time. This is not a coincidence, it's not just a nice message that makes you feel good for a moment. This is a divine alignment, a message written in the Spirit, long before you ever found it. Heaven orchestrated this moment with precision. Every delay, every closed door, every heartbreak, was timed around this single truth: your miracle has arrived, and nothing can stop it now. The enemy tried to distract you, right before this showed up. That confusion you felt yesterday, that heaviness that clung to you last week. It wasn't just emotion, it was spiritual resistance. Because darkness always senses breakthrough, before light fully appears. The pressure you've been under wasn't random, it was warfare, trying to keep you from this exact turning point. But you made it, you crossed over, and now the reward is rushing in like a flood. I am removing every false attachment, I am breaking every invisible chain. You will not take old wounds into this new season, you will not carry dead weight into your destiny. I am making you light, so you can rise. This time nothing will hold you back. You will move with clarity, you will move with joy, you will move with authority. Because the anointing over your life has increased. The people who left were not meant to stay. The silence you endured was not meant to harm you, it was sent to sharpen your hearing. You began to recognize my whisper in the quiet, you learned to trust me, even when nothing made sense. That's why you're ready now, that's why the miracle isn't being delayed anymore. Your heart can finally carry the weight of what's coming. There is a release happening in your life. Heaven is breathing on your name. I'm sending restoration to the places where you lost hope. I'm planting new dreams where old ones died. What was buried is rising, what was broken is healing, what was hidden is being revealed, and what was impossible is about to become your testimony. Archangel Michael says, you've been covered by heavenly strategy. What looked like chaos was coordination, what seemed like loss was leverage. The things that fell apart had to fall, so that what is divine could take root. You are now standing in the aftermath of a spiritual battle you didn't even fully see, but you won. You may have felt bruised, you may have felt abandoned, but victory was already written on your behalf. There is no more delay, there is no more doubt. You've entered the hour of manifestation. And the signs will keep coming. Don't be surprised when confirmations show up everywhere, numbers repeating, conversations that echo this message, encounters that feel divinely timed. That's not coincidence, that's your miracle making itself known. And when it shows up, don't shrink back. Don't question if you're worthy. Don't sabotage it because of past pain. This miracle has already been cleansed, prepared, and sealed by heaven. It's not like the last time, it won't break your heart, it won't vanish, it won't betray your trust, it will remain, because it was built for you. Speak it now, I believe, I accept, I receive. Say it with faith, even if your voice trembles. Even if your heart still carries scars. Even if your mind whispers lies, that you're not ready. Because belief is not about feelings, it's about agreement. And the moment you agree with heaven, power is released. Chains shatter, portals open, miracles land. This is your time to stop rehearsing the pain, and start declaring the promise. To stop doubting and start expecting. To stop surviving and start thriving. Everything is changing, not by your own strength, but by divine intervention. I'm lifting burdens off your shoulders, that you didn't even know you were carrying. I'm restoring peace in your nervous system, clarity in your mind, balance in your emotions. This shift isn't just spiritual, it's physical. You'll sleep deeper, you'll smile easier, you'll find yourself surrounded by people who see you, value you, and speak life into your dreams. You'll wake up with direction, you'll go to sleep with peace, because my hand is over you like never before. The pain is passing, the grief is lifting, the wandering is ending. You've arrived at the gate of fulfillment. And this time the gate will not close. You will walk through it with boldness, you will walk through it with grace, and you will not walk alone. Your ancestors prayed for this moment. Your bloodline cried out for freedom. And heaven chose you to be the answer. That's why your life has never been easy, that's why the battles have been intense, that's why the waiting felt so long. You were being positioned to carry something bigger than yourself. Now you will begin to feel the fruit of your faith, the rewards of your obedience, the evidence of what you've carried in your spirit for so long. This is not just for you, this is for every generation tied to your name, every soul who will be set free, because you dared to believe. Let the doubts go, let the fear go, let the hesitation go. I am flooding your life with favor. I am ushering in people who will love you without agenda. I am opening doors that you stopped knocking on. I am reigniting dreams you stopped nurturing. And I am doing it all at once, because when I move, I don't need time, I create it. This is the moment where everything changes. The atmosphere around you has already shifted. Your spirit already knows, your body is catching up. And soon the world will see what I have always seen in you. You were never forgotten, you were never forsaken. You were hidden for preservation, you were covered for protection, and now you are being revealed. So speak it out loud, not with fear, but with boldness. Say my miracle has arrived. And as you say it, feel the power of heaven backing you up. Feel the winds shifting, feel the presence around you intensify. That's not imagination, that's confirmation. You've stepped into the season of undeniable favor. And from this point on, things will not be the same. The storm is passing, the sun is rising, and your name is echoing in heaven. You are chosen, you are ready, and this miracle, it's already yours. You're not going to remain in the wilderness of waiting, wandering, or wondering much longer. The dry places are being watered, the empty spaces are being filled, the lost years are being redeemed. This is not the end of your story, it's the page where the plot shifts, where the light breaks through, where heaven intervenes in undeniable ways. The things that once felt impossible, are now bending toward you with ease. The very things you thought had slipped away, are circling back around, but this time with favor wrapped around them. This time it will last, this time it will flourish. Archangel Michael says, you have not been battling in vain. Your prayers were not unheard, your tears were not ignored. Every cry you released into the silence, echoed into the heavens. Your faith, though fragile, shook spiritual ground. Your endurance in private battles, has qualified you for a public reward. You have stood, when it felt like the world was falling apart. You remained, when walking away would have been easier. You trusted, when you had no proof, and now the reward for your obedience is beginning to manifest. You are being ushered into a season, that does not look like you're suffering. You are being pulled into a timeline of blessing, that cannot be explained by logic. The acceleration you're about to witness, will defy time, reason, and expectation. You're about to see prayers answered all at once. You're about to witness sudden breakthroughs, that leave no trace of the burden behind. You're about to remember what it feels like to smile from the soul, to breathe without anxiety, to move forward without fear holding your feet hostage. God says, I am not finished proving myself in your life. I am still the God who parts seas, I am still the God who multiplies loaves, I am still the God who shuts the lion's mouth, and quenches fire, I am still the God who brings dead things back to life. And you, my beloved, are about to encounter me in a new dimension. You're about to see the miraculous, on a level you didn't know existed. You're about to carry favor, that opens doors before you even knock. You're about to walk into rooms, prepared specifically for you. They won't just see you, they'll recognize you were sent. The things that tried to bury you, underestimated the seed I planted in your spirit. You were not buried, you were planted. And now it's time to rise. The root system I built in your wilderness, is strong enough to carry the weight of the glory coming upon your life. No more shrinkage, no more silence, no more settling. This is your stretch, this is your bloom, this is your divine becoming. Even as you read these words, you may feel something shifting in your body, a warmth in your chest, a lightness in your shoulders, tears you can't explain. That is not coincidence, that is presence, that is alignment, that is your spirit recognizing truth. You are not behind, you are not late, you are perfectly positioned, for what heaven has been orchestrating all along. And no delay, no detour, no distraction, can cancel what I've declared. The sound of celebration is already forming around your name. The angels are rehearsing the victory shout. The trumpets are being prepared to sound. Your table is being set, in the presence of every doubt, every attack, every betrayal. You will not have to prove yourself, you will not have to beg for a seat. You are the guest of honor, at a banquet heaven is preparing in your name. This is not just recovery, this is elevation. This is not just a comeback, this is a crowning. The oil that is being poured over your head is not ordinary, it is sacred. It is generational, it is healing ancestral pain, it is unlocking inheritance you didn't even know you carried. You are the chosen one in your lineage, the cycle breaker, the legacy builder. The curse ends with you, the blessing begins through you. Even when you feel unqualified, I qualify you. Even when you feel weak, I strengthen you. Even when you feel unseen, I spotlight you. You were never meant to blend in, that's why the rejection felt so harsh, because I was trying to reroute you toward places where your presence would be celebrated, not tolerated. You will not have to strive, you will not have to chase, what's yours will find you, because it's been marked by my word. Archangel Michael says the spiritual realm is roaring with motion, your angels are not idle, they are fighting battles on your behalf, canceling demonic assignments, rerouting favor your way, and ensuring that the enemy cannot touch what's been promised. You may feel pressure, but do not confuse it with punishment. This pressure is birthing purpose, this weight is producing oil. You are stepping into the most healed, whole, and aligned version of yourself. The version that's no longer haunted by old narratives, the version that doesn't flinch when blessings arrive, the version that loves without fear, gives without expecting loss, and walks without the weight of old wounds. The version that finally understands, nothing was ever wasted, every disappointment, every delay, every detour, was sacred training for this very moment. There's no going back. What used to feel comfortable now feels too small, what once fit now feels restrictive. That's how you know the growth is real, that's how you know the transformation has taken root. And now the reward can bloom. Expect divine appointments, expect favor in places that used to ignore you, expect peace where there used to be anxiety, expect miracles so tailored to your needs, that they will bring you to your knees. This is your confirmation, this is your spiritual alignment, this is the moment heaven wrote into your story, long before you arrived in this body. You are not late, you are right on time. You are not forgotten, you are fiercely loved. You are not broken, you are beautifully becoming. The heavens are open, the gates are unlocked, the favor is flowing, and your miracle, your undeniable, irreversible, heaven-sent miracle is no longer coming. It's here. You were hidden for your own protection, covered by grace, so that nothing and no one could interfere with the destiny that was growing in silence. You were being prepared behind the scenes, molded in the quiet, shaped by hands that see far beyond what you could imagine. You thought the weight meant you were forgotten, but really it meant you were being fortified. Your foundation was being strengthened, for what you're about to carry. The weight of glory requires stability, and now that the groundwork is complete, the elevation begins. God says what's coming next will not just be a blessing, it will be a testimony. It will carry proof of my power, my precision, and my promises fulfilled. You won't have to explain yourself, you won't need to convince anyone. The fruit will speak for itself, the results will reveal what I've been doing, in you and for you all along. This next chapter will be different. The anxiety you once felt will be replaced with peace. The fear that used to hold you back will dissolve, in the presence of boldness I'm placing within you. The voices of doubt will be drowned out, by the volume of my truth, ringing in your spirit. You will walk into rooms differently, you will speak with clarity, you will act with divine confidence, not because of pride, but because of assurance, in who you are, and whose you are. Archangel Michael says the battle has shifted, the realm is clearing. What once blocked you has now been removed, what once delayed you has now been dismantled, what once intimidated you has now bowed, to the authority that rests upon your life. You are not the same as you were before, you have been marked, anointed, and chosen, and no demon in hell can deny it. Heaven is backing you now, in ways you've never seen. Signs will confirm it, dreams will align with it, people will be drawn to it, resources will flow to it. Divine timing is now meeting divine order. You're not chasing anymore, you're attracting. You're not begging anymore, you're receiving. You're not lost anymore, you're walking in destiny. And the beauty of it all is that it was never dependent on your perfection, but always on your surrender. God says you gave me your yes, in the middle of your pain. You worshipped me when the tears wouldn't stop, you kept believing when everything looked impossible. And now heaven has recorded every moment of your faith. It was not in vain, I am rewarding what you did in secret, I am honoring what you offered with pure heart, I am magnifying what you committed to, even when no one else saw. This is your recompense, this is the unveiling, this is the part where the struggle begins to make sense. And as you step forward, watch how quickly things change, watch how fast the tide turns, watch how effortlessly what once felt distant, begins to manifest in your reality. The ones who counted you out will witness what I'm doing in your life. The ones who questioned your path will see the confirmation of your calling. The ones who walked away will realize they were never meant to stay. But you will rise, you will flourish, you will embody everything I declared over your life, long before anyone else believed in you. Don't look back, don't rehearse the pain, don't cling to what I've already delivered you from. The new thing has already begun, the restoration has already started, the pieces are falling into place, and the momentum cannot be stopped. You will wake up and feel the shift. You will breathe deeper, you will smile wider, you will walk taller. Because something in you will know, it is finally time. The season has changed, the spiritual climate has shifted, the winds of heaven are blowing in your direction, and you are right where you need to be, to receive what I've prepared. So don't shrink back now, don't let insecurity whisper lies, when I've already spoken truth. Don't let fatigue make you forfeit the blessing that is already at your doorstep. Keep pressing, keep praying, keep praising, because you're closer than you've ever been. I know the enemy tried to distract you, I know he tried to make you question everything. But the fact that you're still standing is the evidence of your strength. The fact that you didn't give up is proof of your resilience. And now your breakthrough will be louder than every battle you've fought. Archangel Michael says we have fought beside you, we have guarded your name, your purpose, your destiny, in the courts of heaven. And we rejoice now, because the season of waiting has ended. The victory has been declared, the gates of breakthrough have opened, and your name is being announced in the heavens. Let go of what didn't happen, release the weight of what didn't work, stop rehearsing the timeline you thought it would follow. This is divine timing, this is kingdom alignment, and it's better than anything you had planned. You didn't miss it, you didn't ruin it, you didn't delay it beyond repair. What's yours has always been protected, and now it's being revealed. So rest, beloved, rest knowing heaven is moving, rest knowing God is faithful, rest knowing that all things are working together, even the things you didn't understand, even the delays that frustrated you. Because now it's all coming together, now it's all aligning, now it's all making sense. And soon, very soon, your testimony will not just be heard, it will be seen, lived, and celebrated. They have seen the blueprint, they have seen the preparation, they have seen the promises that were spoken over your life, in the secret places of heaven. Nothing was wasted, no moment of pain, no quiet sacrifice, no hidden battle. It was all written into your story, as a setup for glory. The angels rejoiced, every time you chose love over bitterness, every time you forgave when it hurt, every time you gave when you barely had enough, every time you trusted when nothing made sense. They rejoiced, because those moments strengthened your spirit, shaped your soul, and positioned you for the exact blessing that is now being released. This is not a coincidence. You were never just surviving, you were maturing, growing roots in the unseen, being positioned for a harvest so great, it had to be protected, until the perfect time. And that time is now. The veil is being lifted, the waiting is ending, the chapter is turning. You won't have to force your way in, the door will swing open by divine order. You won't have to prove yourself, heaven has already validated you. You won't have to beg to be seen, God Himself is shining His light upon you. Archangel Michael says, hold steady now, your steps are ordered, your name is known in the heavens, your obedience has created waves in the spirit realm, that are now returning, as a tidal wave of blessings. You are surrounded by angels of protection, guidance, and breakthrough. You will not be shaken, you will not be touched by harm. What tried to take you out will witness your elevation, what tried to silence you will hear your voice ring louder than ever before. You are stepping into a realm of favor, that breaks generational curses. A realm where healing flows freely, a realm where time is redeemed. The things you thought you lost forever will return, not in the form you expected, but in the form you need. Relationships, opportunities, peace of mind, dreams, you will see them restored and transformed. God says nothing was ever wasted, the heartbreak, the delays, the confusion, it was all fertilizer for your future. I was shaping you into someone who could carry this level of favor, with humility and strength. I was strengthening your capacity, so the blessing wouldn't crush you. I was building your character, so the elevation wouldn't destroy you. And now, because you endured, because you stayed close, because you never gave up on me, I am pouring out a blessing so big, you won't have room to contain it. You'll wake up feeling different, lighter, calmer, more certain. The anxiety will lift, the cloud will clear. You'll feel it before you see it, you'll sense the nearness of breakthrough, in your spirit. Signs will follow, confirmations will appear, strangers will speak the very words you've whispered to God in secret. Circumstances will begin to shift so clearly, that even the most skeptical part of your heart will have to admit, God is doing something. Stay faithful, stay expectant, keep your heart open, and your spirit ready. This is sacred ground now. You are walking into the manifestation of what heaven has been preparing behind the scenes. You don't have to chase, just receive. Don't fall into fear, rest in faith. What's coming is better than what you lost, what's ahead is greater than what's behind, what's unfolding was always meant for you. So breathe in this moment, let gratitude rise in your soul, lift your hands in surrender, not out of defeat, but out of awe. Because this child of God is what it feels like when heaven remembers your name, and everything begins to align. Amen.